It's like everybody has those. I'm sure.
All right, welcome to episode 5 of Zack Talks Magic Cards featuring Joe Hoffman. We have a special guest, Chris Von Doom. What's up, man?
Woo.
What's going on, guys?
You wanna give yourself a little plug here? Say some stuff.
Yeah, I wish I had like more to actually plug. Anyone who knows me or wants to know me can follow me on Twitter at Chris Von Doom. There's a number 1 at the end of that because there's another one of us out there apparently. But yeah, I'm just on there usually just talking about Commander, Kraken wise, just hanging out, making sure I try to be as positive in the community as I can be, supporting those around me. It's how I met you guys.
Yeah, man. You've been
Um,
following Commander Social since pretty much the beginning, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
listened to you guys when you were the Brothers War,
Okay,
and
yeah,
then was right there when you switched on over. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, they have a Patreon. Let's go.
yeah. We definitely
That's
appreciate
old
that.
school.
Yeah, that's hardcore. All right.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate you
Yeah.
always being a positive member of the Magic MTG community.
What's going on here?
I appreciate the recognition I get. I like to know that it's a simple guy who likes to talk Magic and brighten people's days. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about here. Let's see what we got next in the slides. I want to thank our viewers for checking it out, seeing what's up. We really appreciate you guys. We wouldn't have cards to talk about if you guys didn't give them to us. So
True.
thanks. So yeah, I think that pretty much gets us into the cards. Are you guys ready to do this?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. The first card we got is a Johnny's Pride Mate from Lenny Woolley. Joe, you want to read that one?
I am currently having some technical difficulties in seeing the
Gotcha.
card.
I got
Yeah.
you, bro. A Johnny's Pride Mate, 1 in a white for a 2/2 cat or creature cat soldier. Hey, what's up, Lenny? Yep, you got
Fixed
the
it.
first card, dude. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Johnny's Pride Mate. I'm gonna say this seems like a Boros card. I'm out. What do y'all think?
Oh, how rude. I think this is a cool card. It was definitely good in standard. I think it has a good
Yeah.
role with White Weenies, Healer Hawk. I like this art. This is the War of the Spark because it looks like he's destroying some of the Eternals.
Oh yeah.
It's like a Johnny's Pride Mate showed up, didn't was it Planeswalk there, but was just chilling in Ravnica waiting to be there for a Johnny. So I like the art on this one. I feel like it's a good card, especially for life gain. It doesn't
Yeah.
have life
Sure.
link, but it does start to get pumped up a bit.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm
played
into
this in
it.
my Eiley deck for a while. It is legit.
Yeah, life gain, counter deck. Cat tribal.
Got trouble.
Solid.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What do you have to say about it, Lenny? Since you're in chat.
He was excited. It was the first card. It's his namesake, right? Johnny.
Yep.
Yep.
Super excited about that one. Oh,
Yep.
namesake. he
Namesake.
said.
Yeah.
I got that
Sweet.
one for
Yeah.
bingo. Check mark that one. Let's see if we
Yep.
can get bingo first.
Got there. All right.
Great
Hey,
for
what's up?
budget White Weenies deck for new players. They see a kitty go 15-15. Yep.
Huggies are mad. Oh, nice. I was like, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Sullivan? What do we got next? Let's see. Anchor City Boots has vile consumption. Dude, I feel like, does it feel like people are giving us a lot of Staxy cards? Do they know our secret, Joe?
No, I don't play stacks. I have one deck put together right now. It's Anafenza, which is not a stacks card. It's enchantment. So,
But you want to play stacks, right?
I think there are some elements. I like. What is it? Hushbringer? Is that
Yeah.
the fairy that has like the '80s album that's like this and the lips are in the background?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely like an Inya album.
Yes.
You're like, who's Inya?
Chris, do you
No.
play any stacks?
Hushbringer is probably as stacksy as I go. We'll go Pillow Fort in my Leela deck. Just kind of making it as hard as possible for you to retaliate. But Hushbringer is really about as deep as I do also play Ashiok. Not being able to tutor, especially in EDH, you
Yeah,
could argue that is a stacks card for sure.
man.
Um, vial consumption though, I dig.
I
I'm a Demir mage,
yeah.
so I'm just like immediately I'm like gonna like that card.
Yeah.
Um,
You want to read this one then?
sure, yeah.
Uh,
It's an enchantment for 3, generic Demir. And then all creatures have at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this creature unless you pay 1 life. I could think of a few places I would actually like to play this card. I do some Grixis shenanigans, mainly with artifacts, but there are a lot of token creatures in that deck that also happen to be artifacts,
Okay.
and I can kind of roll this effect into almost a win. Especially if I like Marionette Master out and she's pumped up, I'm gonna sack. I'm not gonna pay the life. I'm just gonna sack everything. She's just gonna see them all go.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be pretty good. This card I feel like would hurt our last card with the white weenie deck.
yeah,
This one
just a little
seems
bit.
like it's
Yeah.
geared right towards the white weenie. So good setup and segue for these ones. Go us.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing this in. Guess which deck I want to put this in, dude? You know, Joe.
Uh,
What deck do I want to put
in
everything in?
Bird Tribal.
Kenrith. Just like, yeah.
Esper Bird Tribal.
Nah, Kenrith, yo.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. What we got next? Flayer of the
Hey,
Hatebound.
hello WC Beck.
Hey, what's
How's it going?
up?
It's going, man.
Um, so this card is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. It's a 5 and a red for a creature devil, 4/2 with Undying, which means if this creature dies, if it had no +1/+1 counters on it, return to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. Whenever Flayer of the Hatebound or another creature enters the battlefield from your graveyard, that creature deals damage equal to its power to any target. This thing can get pretty ugly, I feel like, especially in like Jundi type decks. They're
Mm-hmm.
doing, the graveyardy stuff. Get your
Yeah, I feel like this would be really good in new Chainer, Rakdos Chainer.
yeah, yeah,
Bringing stuff back, having to deal damage. That seems like a good place that you would want it. Like you were saying, a Jund deck. I don't see a lot of people playing Shatter Gang Brothers, but maybe if you're able to like sack something and then bring it back again, could be good.
Yeah. I believe I played it in my Judith deck for a little bit.
okay,
A lot of sack mechanics and reanimation coming, so I could just keep looping creatures through her effect. Any little extra bit of damage, especially in the deck like that, goes a long way.
a Phoenix tribal deck, Lenny. That sounds
That's pretty
interesting.
good. Yeah,
Phoenixes are birds, right? That have come back
yeah.
from the ashes.
This was Ursa Bearwalker is the one who
Yep.
suggested this to us. So that Phoenix tribal deck sounds like it'd be pretty good. I think there's one or two Phoenixes coming out in Ikoria. So
Sweet, sweet. Let's see what else we got. Light up the stage.
oh, this one's always sweet.
Yeah. It's 2 and a red for a sorcery spectacle. 1 red, which says, or sorry, red. You may cast a spell for its spectacle cost rather than the mana cost if an opponent lost life this turn. If you're playing red, they probably lost life because you got a bunch of creatures and/or burn. Exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. Um, that's pretty legit to me. I mean, if you can cast this for the spectacle cost, after attacking or something, like that's pretty dope.
Yeah, this is what you want to be doing with the standard burn deck like last year with your G2 lava runners. If you're able to go in and attack, pay your 1 red for this, look at 2 cards. You can start kind of filtering through, so you can start trying to find some of your lightning bolts, wizard's retorts, all that kind of stuff. Just try to burn through the deck as quickly as possible. This one was definitely fun. It was a good one to see. You wanted that fanatical firebrand on board so you can deal the 1 damage and get to see the 2. I don't think in Commander with a 100-card deck, I mean, exiling the top 2, you're kind of about that one. You want something bigger, but
Yeah.
for Standard, this thing definitely did some work.
Yeah. I don't play Standard very much. I mainly only play EDH. I do really like doing pre-releases though.
Yeah.
And this was this was absolutely great. I had playset for my on my kit, and it was just awesome. Loved it.
Yeah.
And this card was submitted by Matt at Grey Ghost Altars. I don't want to forget to mention that, Matt.
I will also say though, for EDH, if you're doing some budget spell slinger, like getting any kind of you can get more bang for your buck for sure. But I mean, if you're getting on a tight budget and you got one of these laying around, I wouldn't question seeing this at a table. Like, oh yeah, sure, card advantage, get you 2 cards.
Yeah.
I know Throne of Eldraine had one came out. It was called Escape to the Wild. It was a 3 red and a green for his sorcery speed. Exile the top 5 cards of your library. You may play cards exiled this way until the end of your next turn, and you can play an additional land this turn. So that one's going to hit you for 5 in Gruul colors. I feel like that one's pretty good. 5 cards out of 100 isn't bad. Letting you play another land and letting you see a bit more of your hand. I feel like those are all things that you kind of want to do. 5 mana is maybe a little high, but people should be playing with more 5 CMC spells. That's
Mr. Sullivan calls out Valduke. Especially because you just want to rip through and get that gas going. And absolutely makes sense.
Yep. Legit. What is coming next? Altar of the Brood from MTG Anonymous 1. I wonder if MTG Anonymous was already taken and he had to pick one.
I feel like you guys have a lot of bones to pick with like numbers being at the end, like the 38s and the 1s, and mine's like right in there, so it was on purpose.
I mean, the 4 was on purpose on mine. The 38's fine because that was like my jersey number, but like I don't know how many times have I messed that up on just this stream, or on Commander Social. It's been a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this card.
I am too. You want to read it?
Yeah, man, I'll take this one.
Sweet.
Altar the Brood, 1 generic artifact. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent puts a top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard.
I do like this card.
This is one of my win cons in my Verena deck.
Yeah, it's pretty comboable. There's a way you can mill everybody out, like, right?
Yep.
I don't know it off the top of my head, but yeah.
I use Undead Alchemist. I happen to play my meta's a little closed. I happen to play in a very creature heavy meta, so I rarely miss, and it's just you just keep going. Comboed out again with Undead Alchemist. I keep getting a zombie every time one of their creatures hits the graveyard, so it sees the creature hit, exiles the creature, I get my zombie, and we just keep going.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been milled out by this card and by that deck. I was trying to find lands, and I found them in my graveyard for this one. So this one's definitely a good one. I was impressed by it. I'm also kind of impressed with the art. There's some kind of like Indiana Jones snake kind of thing.
Isn't that Bolus? Or no, that's not. That's like a cobra. No, it's a cobra. My bad.
I thought it was Cobra.
It's really cool alt art too. Judge promo.
Oh.
I also just remembered with Arena 2, you can do it much easier. Phyrexian Altar and Gravecrawler, and just
yeah.
But come on, I mean, yes, I do it, but come on.
Yeah.
Game's got to end. Apparently, Mr. Sullivan is saying he's been bouncing back between Indrik Sar and Sir Conrad because of this and Mindcrank. Both those are really good commanders, I'd say, in the mono black spectrum. I like Indrik Sar.
This also is in my Sir Conrad deck, so I can vouch for it.
Nice.
The what is it? Indrik Sar does the Thrall
makes Thrall tokens.
And, I actually found a like Thrall token, and it's like this weird 3-armed golem looking guy, and I was like, I don't need any more of these tokens.
I will give a quick shout out to Card Kingdom, because when I built Yawgmoth and was running Edric in there, they sent me a dope custom token. So
nice.
Oh, you asked?
Thanks, Card Kingdom.
Hey,
and where you can put your request, I'm like, I really could use the Thrall. And they just like drew me on it. It's awesome. I love it.
I saw where somebody had misspelled angel, and they instead put it as angle, and they put like the angle measuring thing, and it had wings coming out each side. And I was like, that's an awesome token.
That's cool.
That's pretty dope. Let's see what's coming up next. I think this card's really interesting and kind of weird. This is from Scout Salvage.
Okay.
It's a Ring of Evos Isle, I believe. It's an artifact equipment. 2 equipped creature gains hexproof until end of turn. I like that. 3 of
Yeah.
your upkeep, put a +1/+1 counter on equipped creature if it's blue. I like that. And then it costs 1 to equip, which is sorcery speed. I mean, I almost want to just put this into my
Emery.
no.
Kenrith.
No.
I'm gonna put an Okima and Kazar that I just finished brewing up. Like
Uh,
I've actually never seen this card before, and I'm like, let's make him hexproof.
I'm gonna put
Let's
him
start
in,
putting counters on him.
I'm putting my Borkos infect deck with tokens and whatnot. Next week's
Sure.
Commander Social is that deck tech.
what?
Well, it's more of an upgrade. I took my Tatiova deck and I changed some stuff, and then Ryan and I kind of workshopped it on the stream. So you can see that on YouTube right now, or you can wait here on audio next week. But
Did you put Arboreal Grazer in that Brokos deck?
I was going to, but like, I don't know. Ryan tells me it's bad in apparently what is it? It's bad in draft, but it's okay enough to play sometimes, and I don't really know what to think about it anymore. So I just don't play
It
it.
it ramps you. It's a 1/3 that has reach.
Oh, I do care about reach a lot. I like to reach
Yeah,
up and get things.
yeah. It's always kind of a good thing. Yeah, this seems interesting. The pay 2 equipped creature gains hexproof. Hexproof's always going to be kind of a good thing. Looking at the art, I'm wondering how they're keeping the ring on their hand without it like falling.
It's
I
melted
It's
have
like
grit,
like a
bro.
I have a
yeah.
pencil sharpener, and so they're like somehow holding it like in the cusp. I can't. Oh, see,
Oh, dude, is that my
it's
pencil
impressive.
sharpener? I've been looking for that one for my Prismacolors.
Oh yeah, this one definitely isn't yours.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Hmm.
All right, so what we got next? Wild Growth. This is a
Ooh,
staple. And
yeah.
like
Wild Growth is a solid card, especially for enchantments.
it's 1 green for an enchantment or enchant land. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional green. So, you think that's pricey, Henry? The
I
Stukes
don't
is
think it's
Super
here.
that bad.
hexproof.
I
I
think
mean,
I don't
you
know.
pay 3 to equip certain equipment, so this costs it costs 1 to equip and then 2 for the activation. So if
I
I'm
mean,
willing to pay 3 to equip a creature with something, I'm willing to split that cost.
it's not Lightning Greaves by any means, but
Yeah.
it's still decent. Do you remember when we were playing with Alex and Rachel, and we were talking about this versus Arcane Signet in a monocolor deck, or
Oh yeah.
a two-color deck rather?
Yep.
And Alex was asking if which would I play, Arcane Signet or this, and I think I said Arcane Signet because I don't know why, but I think this is interest. I mean, like Wild Ghost's been a staple since like the beginning of Magic, right? Like
Yeah.
I think it's an amazing ramp card.
Well, and it's cool in the Enchantress decks because you're going to draw a card off of this just for 1 green. That's really good at green to be able to draw a card that easily. And then it's just going to help you ramp a bit more. So those are
Yeah,
definitely things that you're wanting. And I think this one, if you're wanting to pick this up for an enchantment deck, it's really not going to run you a lot. It's
yeah.
going to be a relatively easy card to pick up. It's going to help out with ramp, that kind of thing. I don't feel like you're too worried playing this one.
Um, yeah.
Cheaper than Land Worlds. True.
Henry made a good point about the uh, the ring. I'll go back to that. Whereas like Swiftfoot Boots, just gives it hexproof, right? This is you have to
Mhm.
pay 2 every turn. He's saying that gets kind of expensive over time, and I think that's correct. But at the
Sure.
same time, like you're not gonna always need it. I don't know. I still like it. I like the +1/+1 counters. Like
I'm
I'd
about to
give
say
it.
the deck I want it for.
Yeah,
I'm also interested in that free +1/+1
yeah.
counter.
That's
So I'm getting a
same.
double benefit.
Yeah. I don't think it's for every deck, but for some decks.
Yeah,
Let's
there's
see.
a home for it.
See, yeah, and this is from Craig Trethorn at Scraganoth. He's usually in chat, but maybe he got busy tonight. But yeah, Wild Growth. I think we're all in agreement. This is a
Yeah.
decent card.
I don't really have anything. It's staple. It's great. It's wild growth.
What we got
Definitely.
here. This is from Spooner Mark. Diplomatic immunity. Who wants to do this one?
I do not have it pulled up.
Oh,
But give me a second. I will.
I got it.
Uh,
Oh, you got
uh,
it? No?
I got it.
Okay.
Diplomatic immunity. It's an enchant creature. So it's an aura.
Yeah.
Blue, 1 generic. And enchanted creature can't be the target of spells or abilities, and diplomatic immunity can't be the target of spells or abilities. Like it, I run it in a Leela. That is my enchantment deck.
Okay.
Nothing like having some shroud.
Yeah.
Especially when I don't need to target it. So I'm definitely into this guy. I think I toyed with it in Verena in one of my earlier builds, and it was kind of just eating up a slot for something better. So then I'll be looking at easy slide over.
But believe it or not, I've never seen this card. Like, I feel like I could find a place for it. I just don't know where yet. So I'm gonna definitely like do a buyout on these. So if you're in chat, let's like coordinate a buyout on diplomatic immunity. What do you say?
I played Diplomatic Community and Bruno Light of Alabaster.
Okay.
That one's pretty solid in that. Obviously, with it giving Shroud, you want to make sure you're getting like your stacks right for like what goes on what. But that one's going to be pretty good. That's something that you really want on Bruno, or really anything in a Layla, something that you don't really want getting bounced or getting rid of. So Diplomatic Immunity is a pretty solid card.
Is that from Masks?
Seen it.
Yeah, it's Mercadian Masks.
Yeah.
Lenny's saying revoke his existence should be allowed to target diplomatic immunity, lethal weapon 2. What's revoke? Is that like revoke his existence? Is that one of the ones where it's an enchantment that you play that exiles another enchantment until it leaves the play, or is that something different? I don't know. I should look that up.
Isn't revoke existence 1 white, 2 generic, exile target artifact or enchantment?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something like that.
Yep, exile target artifact or enchantment, 2 mana cost, a 1 and a white for sorcery. Sorcery speed.
Sorry, Lenny.
Thing of deny existence.
Yeah, can't do that one. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Zach, if you were wanting to see if the mothership had any diplomatic communities, it looks like they're selling for like 50 cents to like 80 cents. So it seemed like it'd be a solid spec or pickup if you want to get into MTG finance.
No, it's hashtag casual MTG finance. That's what we're into with Commander Social.
Yeah.
That we bought Ryan and I bought all those flashes because we're like, yeah, Flash is a sweet card. They're never gonna ban that. And it's like
I saw somebody get a foil Flash in the mail, and it was like, ooh.
You gotta play kitchen table for that now. Let's see what we got next. That didn't change it. There we go. Geez, Dana Roach, Rabble Rousel and Troublemaker. Henry will tell you about it. But this is long-term plans. I've never seen this card. I think this card is legit. I think it's a really cool tutor. It's an instant 2 and a blue. Search your library for a card. Put shuffle your library, then put that card third from top. And I like that it ends with the word top because that's what I definitely do directly after doing that. Since he's divining tap, draw it up. What do you guys think about it?
I like it. Again, I've referenced my Verena deck. Put one of my win cons in there as Approach of the Second Sun.
Okay.
So nothing like just skipping a couple of steps real quick. But attack with three zombies, draw it.
That's pretty legit. Yeah, Henry says
this
is
the
one
third
of
from the
blues.
top's definitely an interesting thing because it's not like right on the top. It's going to be in there. So maybe 2 if you're looking for, heaven forbid, a land or something to help you out. If you're trying to smooth out your draws, your land ramp, you could put that in there. Or some kind of combo piece or something that you need. But this one looks like pretty solid if you're looking for some kind of tutor and can't afford some of the more expensive, like mystical tutors, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, mystical tutor is not that much. I think this is just a really interesting card because also you could, if you need to get something into your graveyard, right, you could play this and then Surveil for 3. And there's a lot of cards that
Yeah.
do that. I think this is a pretty versatile card. I definitely plan on looking into using it in some future decks. And like Henry said, it's one of Blue's a few unconditional tutors, and
Yeah.
I play a lot of mono blue, so I'm
I do
definitely
want
gonna keep
to.
it in
I
mind.
want to make sure I add to, since Joe mentioned it. No shame to anyone who ever tutors for a land. Last game I played, I
Oh yeah,
definitely used a demonic tutor to get a land. So
Yeah.
oh yeah,
do what you got to do to not miss those drops.
yeah. Like I've done that, and like Joe's done scheming symmetry, and to me, and I always get a land. And it's not that because I don't want to get something broken. It's I don't want to miss a land drop because
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean it's deck thinning, but also like I want a land to be sure.
People always
Sure.
get that, and it makes me sad because I'm excited to see the craziest thing, and they're like, "Look at my basic Ravnican land," and I'm like, "Cool, cool, okay."
Well,
Is it full art at least?
Nope,
Uh,
definitely not. It's not even the
lame,
Go Kit ones. For long
lame.
term plans, looks like it's around like $2 ish for it, so that's not too bad. Mystical Tutor is about like 10 ish,
11-ish,
so
yeah.
you could definitely pick those ones up, and that'd be a good thing to have, especially if you're just kind of starting out or you're trying to
yeah,
beef up your decks a little bit.
Yep. Good call, Daniel Roach. Good call.
yeah.
Let's see what we got next. This is from Zuby with at Magic with Zuby. This is Bargain.
Oh,
I think this is an interesting card. 2 and a white. Target opponent draws a card. You gain 7 life. This feels like a Joe card to me. What do you think, Joe?
yeah, when Zuby, we were trying to get him, we're like, come on, give us a card. He's like, fine, talk about this one. So I told him I would do well. I would make him proud with this one.
Did
The
you?
flavor text is bargaining with a goblin is like trading with a child. Both believe they already own everything. Enjoy that flavor text. I think that's cool. For this one,
That's pretty cool.
sorcery speed, 2 and a white. So this could be something that helps out if you were to scheming symmetry for your opponent, and then you play this one. They're going to be able to draw whatever they had, so you could really help them out if you're playing like a life gain deck with that too. 7 life's a good chunk.
Yeah, it is.
If you also had a Johnny's Primate on the board, that's going to help that one out. You see, I'm like connecting all these pieces together.
Synergy.
I've already made like a 3-card commander deck, so
It's pretty good. You only got what 93 or 97 more to go.
97 more to go.
Yeah, I think this card's
Feel
legit.
the art too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, the art's definitely interesting. I'm trying to see what they're trading. It looks like a burrito, and it looks like I don't know what the
firework?
goblin thing has. A firework.
I think that's a
with
firework. Yeah.
Like a that
Like
weird vase.
like a goblin bomb, like Green
Yeah.
Goblin.
Yes. But that is 100% a burrito. He has that
Yeah.
thing wrapped up very well.
Straight up.
Sure.
I could see why that goblin would want to trade fireworks for burritos.
I'd make that trade, 100%. This
100%
is
every time.
This is from one of the Portal sets. I don't know which one, but I like most of the art in Portal. Like what is it? Serum Vision? No, Sleight of Hand. That used to be
Okay.
played in Modern a lot, and I was like, I must have a playset of the Portal ones because I had 2 already from when I played back in the day, and then I was like, I need them, and I found them. It took me like
Yeah.
6 months, so that was a weird aside.
So I would go ahead and recommend everybody go out and get bargain. It probably will cost you a bargain. It makes Zuby happy that he sees more people playing this one.
Yeah.
Let him know that I made him proud. So that's the whole point of this one. I hope he watches this and feels like, man, Joe really represented me with this one,
Yeah, Zuby's a good guy. Like he interviewed me on his show one time, and it was pretty good. Hey, what's up, Andy? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Henry. A goblin grenade. So
Hey, and you too.
what's up? What we got next? This is from Paul Kinter, PK or P Kinter 13. It's Proteus staff. Anybody want this one?
Yeah, Proteus Staff is an artifact that costs 3 generic. It's a 2 and a blue. Tap it. Put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. That creature's controller reveals cards from the top of his or her library until he or she reveals a creature card. The player puts that card into play and the rest on the bottom of his or her library in any order. Play this ability only anytime you can play a sorcery.
Yeah, that's way more than 5 lines of text countered. Just
Yeah, I was
straight
gonna
hard,
ask.
hard
No way
counter.
that resolves.
I feel like this one you definitely would counter. This one's really good in, what is it, Yasova? Because she steals creatures based off of her power. So then if you can go and tap this one, you can put that creature on its owner's library, kind of shuffle it in, and then you get one from yours.
Huh.
Silence means that I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure that's how all that works. And so that one actually, I
I'll
had
take your
that
word
in a
for it.
Yasova deck. What was that?
I said I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, so that one I had in a Yasova deck. I actually have a foil one of this. I thought it was a beautiful art. It feels like all the hands on
Yeah.
top of like the baseball bat, where they start to see who gets it last kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they're all fighting for whatever that little bubble is, I guess. They're trying to see who can be the one to pop it.
You think that's the kind of bubble they put in the bubble tea?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, we're just going with a yes. Universal. What we got next? Price of Fane from John Egner. Let's see, it's 3 and a black. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a legendary creature. Destroy target creature. Surveil 2. So if you're trying to kill someone else's commander, this is like Doomblade except not black. And then you get to Surveil 2. That's pretty dope to me. I mean, 4 to kill something else, not so much, but 2 to kill a commander or any other legendary creature, I'm in. Especially with
So
that
there
surveil.
are plenty of legendary creatures out there that we want to kill that
Yeah.
aren't necessarily someone's commander.
That's
too.
true,
So like,
yeah.
I think this is worth a slot. Again, we mentioned earlier, especially on a budget.
Mhm.
So even targeted removal. What's that new one that's coming out in C20? Deadly Rollick.
Deadly Frolic.
Is that the one when your
Yeah.
commander's in play or something? It's free?
Yeah. Bad Boys already like pre-ordering for like $18-20.
Yeah.
Play this instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Chris, I didn't know if you would talk
Pay
on this
two.
one, as I can kind of see the watermark on there. It looks like the Demir symbol, and I know as part of the Demir Guild, you can't speak much on it, but it sounds like you're really hyping this card
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
shh. We don't want to get him
Yeah.
killed. Yeah, we're gonna text Chris tomorrow, and he's not gonna answer, and it's like his wife's gonna be like, because he disappeared.
Yeah, I've already said too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't push
the
him more.
Surveil 2 is actually going to be pretty good, because you're getting removal, and then if you want to mill yourself, if you're trying to fill up your graveyard, it's going to give you access to that.
Yeah.
Surveil 2, I mean, if it's like a dredge 2, well, that might not be a lot. That's not the main focus of this card. It's removal, and then it's also helping you. So, and it could be a reduced cost.
The Surveil's butt on your toast. It's
Oh yeah.
It's good. Yeah, I actually think Surveil in general is a little underplayed right now. I don't see as much as I'd like to. But again, play this card. It's good.
I love Surveil.
Yeah. What is it? Doom Whisperer is the like really good demon Surveil. It's like flying, trample, daylight Surveil.
Yeah.
Doom. Yes. For the butter on the toast, I've heard some people put jam then on top of their toast after they buttered it.
Yeah.
Jam, jelly. I'm not sure.
And then peanut butter.
Or preserves.
Wait, you do butter, then jelly, then peanut butter on your toast?
Actually, I've been doing it since I've been at my mom's house. I haven't done it in years, but I'll get like a little bit of jelly and a little bit of peanut butter and mix them up, and then just get my butter toast and just be like, oh, and like scrape it on and be like, it's sugar-free jelly though.
Have you? Well, actually, never mind. I was gonna say, have you ever had Smucker? It's not Smuckers. What is it? Goobers. The peanut butter jelly like swirl mixture together.
That looks gross, man. Like
my
pre-mixed
sister
stuff.
was into that.
I'm not into it.
Straight sugar. Pretty sure it's just straight sugar.
Oh yeah,
it's
I'm
like
sure.
No peanut butter. Yeah.
I'm sure. Let's see.
I don't eat that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Good man. Good man. This is from Lily, Princess Lily MTG.
Oh, nice.
This card is Reparations.
Ooh.
You might got it up? No.
Okay. Yeah, Reparations. It's a 1, a white, and a blue for an enchantment. Whenever target opponent successfully casts a spell that targets you or a creature you control, you may draw a card. And the flavor text is, "Sorry, I burned down your village. Here's some gold."
That's great flavor text.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one. This definitely seems like it's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you're playing for Azorius colors, you're gonna draw a card anytime somebody targets you with something. That's solid.
I'm into it in my Esper deck again. I think Alila would like this a lot.
Yeah.
People always trying to remove some of my creatures, so let's stop that. Again, Verena as well. They actually share some cards, so I might actually have to pick one of these up. It's the first time I'm seeing it. I love it.
Yeah,
Love this.
same.
Love the flavor text. Love the art again.
Yeah, anything Mirage I'm totally into, which I think we're about to get into that. This is from Chris Von Doom himself,
Oh,
Squandered Resources.
Oh man,
okay.
love this card.
I do too.
So, Squander Resources, and it is an enchantment for black green. Sacrifice a land, colon. Add to your mana pool 1 mana of any type the sacrificed land could produce. Play this ability as a mana source. And I actually really love the flavor text in this one too. He traded sand for skins, skins for gold, gold for life. In the end, he traded life for sand. I have no shame. I love Corvold. I think it is one of the best legendary creatures to come out within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Feel free to @me at Twitter all you want.
They know
I
it's
promise
good.
Dana, I promise my turns do not take 20 minutes. I will kill you turn 6. I promise. Yeah,
Shots fired, Dana.
Shots fired hard. No, I absolutely love this card. Again, Jund lands, go nuts. You know, I've taken some crazy turns with this out, and then you can follow this up with a Splendid Reclamation. So just tap them all, sack them all, bring them all back, sack them all. What do you want to play?
That's crazy.
Yeah, this card's real good, and the next card's from me, and it'll get. And I don't think what I'm about to describe is considered easy mode Magic. Maybe.
But some people have different definitions of fun, and
right.
I try not to judge people on what they find fun.
Agreed.
No, we want people to play what they want to play. If you like playing Corvold, if you like playing Chulane, if you like playing Kinrith deck,
you're stuck in the '90s still playing Battle Cruiser. Like,
yeah,
sure, go for it. But that's why the EDH is the best, because there's room for everybody in the pool.
Yeah, I love that this card is seeing a resurgence in play, because the next card is one of my favorite cards that pairs nicely with it. I think Henry will recognize what's going on here. Cadaverous Bloom. It's 3 black green for an enchantment. Choose a card in your hand and remove it from the game. Add black or green to your mana pool. Play this ability as a mana source. So these 2 cards were played in a deck called Prosperous Bloom, where you basically drew a bunch of cards and sacked them for mana, and then so that's what you did with Cadaverous Bloom. It used what is it? Cruel Intentions is the portal version. I don't remember what the non-portal, the Visions version was. Is it Infernal Contract? Oh, it is Infernal Contract. It's black. Draw 4 cards, lose half your life, rounded up. And then the other big card in there is Natural Balance. It's 2 green for a sorcery. Each player controlling 6 or more lands sacrifices enough lands to reduce his or her land count total to 5. Each player controlling 4 or fewer lands may search his or her library for enough basic lands to bring back his or her land total to 5. Put those lands into play. Those players shuffle their libraries afterwards. So this all comboed together basically to make a metric crap ton of mana, and then you drain life to your opponent. And this is one of the first decks I did well with when I was growing up playing Magic, and it's why I've always been so into combo, because this is just like a thing that I did that was just amazing. That I just love. That's why I love combos so much. Like, I guess that's the Timmy's combo, right? I forget the 3.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, sure. Timmy combo, go crazy. Like, it's not everything.
Yeah.
I know Henry's in his watching this on his phone, just being like, raw that deck, raw. but it was a lot of fun for me back in the day. And when I saw that Chris had picked Squandered Resources, I was like, "There's no way I'm not gonna say Cadaverous Bloom." Do you play Natural Resources at all in your deck with
Kobold.
Kovold? Kovold?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I need to change. I have a Lord. This was before Kovold came out. I had a Lord Windgrace Oathbreaker deck that was like real good. Oh yeah, Joe helped me.
Yep.
Um, and then I had to fix it. What?
Yeah.
Well, it was 60 card Magic, Henry. I'm not gonna do that in EDH, bro.
Well, so I think that's kind of the cool thing,
Yeah.
especially with this getting able to look at the different cards that people send
Yeah.
us. We're not always able to kind of look at some of those cards, some of them that have been squandered, lost to time, that kind of stuff that we don't always
Yeah.
get to see. It's cool for people to come out and kind of suggest those ones to us. And again, if it was from an era where it used to work or it used to be a deck, I think it's neat to get to hear the memories that people have from it or the excitement when they found a way to get it to work. I know for me, that was like Light Up the Stage because that's when I started playing Arena last year. And while I don't play Arena now and I don't really play Light Up the Stage at all, I know that was one that I was still excited. So that's what I like about this, that we can kind of come together and geek out over cards that maybe we wouldn't play now, or maybe we're a little embarrassed to say we geeked out about. But I enjoy it. I think it's cool to see these two.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is our last card. I wanted to say next week I think we're gonna do a theme. So Mr. Sullivan, I know you submitted some cards, but I'm saving those for next week's theme, which we'll announce in a tweet later in the week. But that pretty much brings us to the wrapping it up. So if you want to follow us on Twitter, we're at Magic Card Talk. Individually, I'm at Z4CK38. Joe?
Yeah, I'm at Ginger Joe. The O in Joe is a 0 because, as the CCO guys would say, I'm a 0.
You're not. You're number one in my heart. You should
Chris
have,
actually, segueing into the number 1.
right?
Yeah, you can find me at Chris Von Doom 1. The 1 is silent, and I will find that first Von Doom.
Oh yeah.
Could you put the 1 in brackets or like find a way, like quotations?
I'll be honest, I didn't even know it was there until people started adding me. I'm like, oh, huh. How about that?
Huh. We should try to find the first Chris and then invite them on to the show.
And y'all should have a rap battle.
The OG Chris.
I would not be completely surprised to find out that it's actually myself from the original Twitter account I created and never used.
That's what happened to me.
I am my own worst enemy.
Yeah, I got locked out of like my first Twitter account, and then I had to go back and try to add everyone. So that was slightly embarrassing because I was like, "What? Like I made it. I have like 15 followers."
Now look at you.
Believe it or not, I'm actually on my first. This is my first and only Twitter account. Well,
humble brag.
Yeah, look at you.
I'm not really bragging. Also, are you wearing the ATST like shirt, Chris? That has the ATAT. Yeah, I definitely have that shirt. There's a picture of me on the internet with my dad wearing that shirt, so it's like my favorite shirt.
I have this one. I keep meaning to grab the Death Star one too.
Yeah, dude, I have the manual for the Death Star that has all that stuff on it. Like it's not canon anymore, but it's still fun to read.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I don't care.
I would like to say thanks to Andy. He said I think Joe is a 10, so it's very sweet of him. And I would also say, Zach, I'm pretty sure me and Chris both like raided your house and stole your pencil sharpener and your shirt.
Fair enough. So I want to give a shout out to Mothership Books and Games. They sponsor us, and we have some affiliate codes for May. So if any of these cards seem like something you want to get, you can definitely hit them up at store.mothershipatx.com. We have affiliate codes: social ship, free shipping on all orders of $50 or more, and social 10. You get 10% off in stock MTG singles, so that's pretty sweet. And dude, that Morbius shirt sounds pretty tight.
Yeah, happy birthday to Cable Beck. Happy birthday to you, kind sir. Hope you enjoy your Morbius.
Oh yeah, for sure. Happy birthday. I didn't know there was a birthday in the house.
Birthday. We won't sing for you, so you're welcome for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
And then the
We
final
got you.
piece of business we got is please check out our or my main podcast, Commander Social, that I host with Ryan Green. It's at Commander Social, and if you want to support, this show or Commander Social, it's all one thing. Please go to patreon.com/Commander Social, and yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Chris, thanks so much for coming, man. It was great having you.
Guys, thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun. I hope to be able to do it again soon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Thanks for coming on, Chris. Be careful. It looks like you're in Innistrad right now, so
Right.
that moon could
No,
be
it's-
Emrakul.
The bat.
yeah.
I was trying to decide if that background was animated because you were like kind of like swinging. I was like, is he moving or is the bat moving? I
I'm
was like,
moving.
ooh. So
100% the bat.
Fun in Zoom.
yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, WC Beck. I appreciate it. So hopefully we'll see you guys next week, and there will be a tweet tomorrow or Friday with the theme and where you can submit your cards. So please submit those so we can keep doing this. Yeah. Peace.
Freeze frame.
Yep. Hold on.